Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Natasha Nelson, your life doctor. Welcome to Untamed and Prosperous. Today we're going to talk about success. What does success mean? What does it look like? What is that even about? What does that look like for you? But first, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to subscribe or send me a like, leave me a comment, let me know that you're there. And of course, help me beat these algorithms because who knows how they really work, right? So it's so interesting that somehow every year, right, New Year's resolutions, we all think about it, and yet we all kind of have the same feeling of like, why bother? They don't work. And they don't. Doesn't mean goals don't work. It doesn't mean you shouldn't set yourself up for trying something new, finishing a project, something that you would like to accomplish. But what is it about the New Year's resolution that just peters out? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. It's what's going on below the surface of projects, goals that you have. Like, what is it that you're doing? Why? So first, let's start with this. Do you feel motivated or do you feel inspired? Well, what's the difference? Well, to feel motivated, we can motivate ourselves to get through a lot of things. It might be something that the goals that you are setting that you want to accomplish so that you can avoid some type of pain, avoid punishment, avoid something that will feel bad. Okay, it'll work for a time. Maybe you're motivated because you want to feel good about something. Maybe the motivation is towards pleasure, towards feeling good, towards feeling happy. And that can work too, for a time. Ultimately, anything that you are doing with a sense of motivation, yes, it's doable. It may not be sustainable. And here's why. Because to feel inspired, the root word of inspired and inspiration, inspire. It's the breath of life. It's the inhalation, taking the breath of life to feel inspired. And how is that different from being motivated? Well, when you are feeling inspired, you know it because your heart is really involved and fully in the flow. It's in the flow of the actions you are taking, the steps that you are taking, whatever it is that you are doing, your heart is in it. And why that matters is because when your heart is in something, you are doing it for you. Yes, it will help other people. It may be of service. It may be something that will benefit others. But when your heart is in it, you feel fulfilled. You feel excited. You feel good. You feel all of the feels that help you feel like what you are doing matters. And when you feel that what you are doing matters, that is sustainable. That will help you get through when things feel really hard or challenging, and get you over the hump of like, oh my gosh, it's really hard, because your heart is in it. So how does that relate to success? Well, what's your definition of success? And how do you know when you get there? Because having the understanding of what success means, sometimes it's just in that current moment of maybe it's just to complete the workout. You succeeded. You succeeded in working out every day for a year. You succeeded in a business. Whatever it is, your success also means, well, what does that success look like? What does that look like? How do you measure it? How do you know when you get there? Because if you don't have those things in place, you might pass over it or gloss over it. But you also may get there and not realize that was the point. The point was the journey to get there and what you learned along the way. Because if success is you had to grow and you had to evolve and transform and level up in some area of your life, it doesn't even matter what happens with the goal itself. You already had success of you becoming the person you are supposed to become. When you are leveling up and you are learning and growing, that's the point. And that's it. That's what's going to keep you feeling inspired. Your growth, your development, what you are learning to do and become. And that's going to be the why below the goal. It's the why that most people ignore when creating a goal or a resolution. So that's today's lesson about feeling inspired and inspired to complete a goal versus pushing yourself and motivating yourself and forcing yourself to do something that you may not really believe in. You may not even want to do it, but you'll try to figure out a way to make yourself do it. Well, if you can find the inspiration, the why below the surface, you won't have to force yourself to do anything. And that is ultimately how you will experience success in whatever it is you're trying to do. So I hope that this was helpful. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, let me know you're there. Love to hear the feedback. And that's it for today. So until next time, I'm Dr. Natasha Nelson, your life doctor, and I want you to live life untamed.